Shit, is it good?
That's it. But blew my mind, bro.
Serious?
It's mad.
Split.
Yeah. Always keep on flocking me, man.
Is that out in cinema or something?
Yeah, we're live. That seat's empty because Bolt's gonna be here real soon.
Bolt's at the
There's
bars.
Margs. There's Skribz. I got them right today.
Oh yeah.
Say no to racism and all that. There's Bolt now. The full team is here. We've just done the podcast, United Road Podcast. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes, SoundCloud, Twitter. We're at United Road Pod. The podcast will be up later on tonight. But right now, we are talking Leicester 0, Man United 3. And after a little chat about that, we'll go straight into the top 4 debate. And we'll all give who we think is going to be in that top 5. I'm just going to get the comments up now. There's the comments. They are up. Guys, make sure you keep your comments coming in. We'll get answering some of your questions as well in a bit. Firstly, though, I'm going to come to the guys and see what their thoughts on the game was yesterday. To my left, I got Bolt 3-0 against Leicester. Obviously happy with that, but
professional performance. It wasn't like, well, when I say it wasn't our best, what I'm saying is we did more than enough to beat them, and it was easy. I don't think Leicester ever really threatened. I don't think there was one time during the game I thought, ooh, they might have us. We created a good chance before they created. Rashford had one, and then after it was a bit scrappy up until they scored, until we scored rather, and as soon as we scored, the game was over. I think Leicester's heads dropped. I think we created a few more than we actually scored. Mata had a clear-cut chance when we were 3-0 up, but we can afford to do those things when we're 3-0 up. So I think it was like a good performance, and obviously the man Henrik was the man of the match, and I think he deserved man of the match as well. I think he was our best player in the field. I think he was just...
How good can Henrik Mkhitaryan be?
He can actually be the key to our future success, that guy. He is so creative. That's what we've needed, a spark. Skribz has been saying that for a while. We've needed a spark in the middle. And I know we got Paul, and his presence alone kind of scares defenders. I see it sometimes with Paul Pogba, but Mkhitaryan on the ball, his intricate play, his pace as well. For that goal, the way he just left Wes on the floor.
Can you imagine when everyone starts
gelling? It's mad. It's going to be mad.
Potential.
What do you think about the performance?
Crazy. I was happy he bounced back, especially after a couple poor results,
poor
performances. And we bounced back 3-0 against Leicester.
Speak up for them a little bit as well, because no mic.
Basically, yeah, after a couple poor...
You know what's mad, yeah? In the last 15-20 minutes of the podcast, yeah, Skribz was on an absolute rage, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No,
but my point is...
No one could get their voice in.
You know it is.
And now he's quiet.
You know it is. I can't see myself.
Now you're there. You're there. The
I know, but
you
you
are
just can't. I need some motivation. Like right now, I'm just looking
What's
at
up?
and I see a kind of. This makes sense now. So boom, because he's used to seeing himself. I haven't seen myself in a good 3 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, after the whole Stoke
Draws.
How it's just poor. Like there was a point where I was thinking we've kind of fucked up the top 4.
I've never thought that.
No, there was a point where I was my head just dropped.
I kind of agree with.
I was upset.
Skribz in the sense that I didn't think we fucked up because it's still possible.
Yeah, of course.
But I felt like for the first time in the season, it was in doubt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to the questions, some of the comments first before we go to Margs. Nasty Nas says who's gonna be in the top 4 in the season. That's what we're gonna discuss at the end of this show. Squaddy Adams saying, was it worth winning the Premier League and potentially getting relegated the next season? I suppose that's about Leicester.
Can't be.
Sharad Gordon says SoundCloud up and live. He listens every week. Nice one, Sharad. For Raw Football, if we signed Antoine, we would have got top 4. Antoine Griezmann. I don't think Antoine Griezmann should be the difference between us getting top 4 and not. Thoughts on Bailey's return? That's a good one. I'll come to you, Margs. Bailey came back against Leicester. Should Eric Bailey be starting? Who's our main centre back? Because Smalling started off the season number 1, top dog, and now he's number 4.
Before he answers, I'm going to tell him he's going to pick both the 2 that started against Leicester because he don't want Rojo and Jones playing centre back.
But this is what I was trying to say there. Now maybe you get more insight into what I was actually getting at. Because what happens to Rojo and Jones now? Like
Rojo played left back. They got
he don't want to. He's not.
Why did you
man.
take him off? Do you think he played poor?
Like all their good work. Do they really deserve to be starting? Yes, they should be. I'm glad to see Bailey and Smalling back at the heart of the defence, especially if they're playing good. Well done, Jones and Rojo, for looking at the fort. Yeah, you man done good, and when we need you, you're going to come in again. We're still in 4 competitions.
He just gave him that talk like,
I know, like
when we need you,
you're
going to come back in.
Yeah. You're going to come back. There's still a role for you, lot. Trust me. You're going to get medals.
Question that Skribz asked, do you think Rojo got taken off because he wasn't playing well? Because I just don't think he's good at left back.
But I feel like against Leicester, he played decent.
We needed that assurance of Daily Blind.
But Leicester, they made us work for like 40 minutes and then they
Then
down
that was
tools.
it, yeah.
There weren't no
There
game.
was nothing,
There
yeah.
weren't no
But
game.
Jose still took him off after we were 2-0 up. It was at half time.
That was a bit weird. That was a bit weird for me. I didn't understand that.
Because you think he played alright?
Yeah.
I think it was just a normal performance.
Yeah, no, but I'm
Nothing-
saying compared to what I'm used to,
Yeah,
how I'm
yeah,
used
yeah,
to him
yeah.
playing
Back
at left back,
Yeah.
like he was decent.
I think I'm going to go out and say, if he has done it, I haven't watched the game. I've never seen Rojo play good at
At left back, neither right.
So even if he's...
Wait, yes,
even if he does decent, I mean like good as an actual left back and like attacking and defending
Okay, attacking
and
now.
He's better
doing
at
the role,
centre-back.
doing the role properly. I've never witnessed it.
He's better
never
at centre-back.
once the whole
Do you
time
guys
he's been in the
think-
club.
do you-
I've seen him do good performances as a centre back.
I
But you know
think at left back he goes forward too much.
Yeah,
No,
think-
yeah.
when you
I
take
was
that back against Leicester, I feel like he played decent.
No, you said that. That's what you said.
Yeah, no, but I said
But you know,
average,
like
but
what I
like he
feel
played decent.
with Jose Mourinho, we're kind of looking for. I think under Louis van Gaal it was completely opposite, and we need to get the balance with the fullbacks. We've been looking at under Van Gaal, they got forward well, but they were shit defensively. Under Jose, he wants them to defend well, and going forward they're not that great, which is why we've seen Darmian starting. We need to get the balance because there've been so many times from where we sit in the Stretford end, we can see the whole
whole
pitch, like it's from like a bird's eye view, and every time the fullbacks get to a certain point, they stop.
They stop, yeah.
And whereas under Van Gaal, there were two of our main outlets were our fullbacks. Under Fergie, our main outlets were fullbacks bombing behind the wingers. Under Jose, it's a little bit different. And that's why I think Luke Shaw hasn't.
But I
hasn't
think
done as well.
Valencia bombs on
Yeah.
all the time. I just think that
He's more
he's more
disciplined
disciplined.
with it.
I was just about to
Sorry,
say.
bro.
I'm just about to say Valencia is more disciplined. He always gets back. I think he has confirmed that he is a right back now. There ain't no games with it. He's not a winger.
And he's a good right back as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's actually a right back.
Yeah,
he goes all the way up there. And he's like,
buy
right,
him from my ultimate team.
huh? What do you say? You want to buy him for your ultimate team?
He just fucked up the whole thing though.
Well, he's a right
The
back now.
whole equilibrium of the whole.
Because now we don't need a right back.
With
Was he-
past games,
Yeah.
everything. He's just fucked everything up.
Because he's a right back
Yeah.
now.
I
And he's
think
good at it.
I think we could still do with a right back.
I think Valencia's consistency of delivery isn't great.
Yeah.
But
But-
what happened to it? What happened to it?
He got an assist against Leicester before
Yeah,
anyone
he did,
said
yeah.
in the
It was
comments.
Zlatan. No, but it's the truth though.
No,
It
but
was,
what happened to
it
it?
was so very good
The
at
end
one point.
product. The end product.
Do you remember? Do you remember
Yeah,
once he used to
yeah.
get down the wing, whip it in?
Rooney's not up front anymore, is it?
Oh, yeah. It's true because Wayne used to get on the end of
Yeah,
there.
and there's no one. There's
you used
no
to
one
see the
really
light bounce off
attacking.
his head and
There's
just...
no one attacking
Like
the
going
box.
centre, yeah.
No one's really attacking the box.
6 yard box sort of thing, yeah.
Like when he knocks crosses in, and man, and you have.
But then Zlatan's outside the box half
Yeah,
the
that's what
time.
I'm saying. There's no one really attacking the box.
Who was your best player in the game against Leicester?
Yeah, who are your best players?
Who's your best player?
Jeff says Valencia's been best player of the season.
Yeah, I think player of the season in
Yeah.
terms of longevity. I would say.
But then if he'd been the best player of this season, why would you want another right back?
No, that's Mark said that, but he said no. He didn't say best players. Did he agree?
I never said Valencia
Oh,
been
yeah,
up player
yeah.
this season.
No,
Well,
I think
he has been up there with them.
Who do you think's been our best player this season? A lot of people would say Zlatan. I think it's been Valencia. I personally think it's been Valencia.
Valencia, I think...
Well, no, that's actually
without
lie.
Herrera, Herrera and Zlatan,
Yeah,
we would have been in a
that's actually
different...
lie. I would
I was
actually
gonna
choose
say I would always still go Herrera, even though
Herrera.
he hasn't. Not to say he's dropped off. He ain't done nothing wrong. He's just
He's just
Anything
been
exceptional.
plain sailing.
yeah,
Yeah.
for the last couple, he's just been a bit.
A lot of people criticised him on the weekend, even though his stats reflected otherwise in terms of his passing and stuff. I know what you're going to say. That's why I said it. But I think that was partly to do. We went with a 2 in midfield with Pogba. They never had Carrick behind them. It's a completely different role for them. What did you make of the formation change? We were playing like a 4 diamond 2
It's
kind
credit-
of thing,
it's credit
and
to
then
the
we
manager.
changed it.
Credit to Jose because he realised it. Like the kind of whole 4-4-2 diamond situation wasn't really working. So he changed it instantly. And like I said on the podcast, which you'll hear straight away.
Subscribe.
Mickey create exactly. Subscribe to United Road podcast on iTunes and on
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. As soon as Jose changed the system, the players just switched on, and Mkhitaryan created something straight away. And I was like, yeah, alright, cool. We're gonna lead them today. I remember I was saying it in the group. I said it like as soon as we just go back to our old ways.
Why did he do that?
Shall I tell you why?
He mirrored them and went with them.
My
Why
friend-
did he
my-
feel we had to do that for Leicester?
My friend said something. We haven't been scoring. Regardless of whatever, we haven't been scoring, so put 2 strikers up front. And I disagreed with it, but what he's saying is we haven't been scoring, so something needs to change. If we're playing well, but we're not...
Was
I
it to
think
get the goals or was
I
it to
think-
neutralise?
No, I think Mkhitaryan
Leicester.
mentioned as well, in training they had tried both. So they thought, let's try this. If it doesn't work, we'll change it. So it may have been something
They
to do with
weren't
Leicester,
Yeah.
pinning
Is it
them
though?
back.
But pinning
But
who
it
back,
could have
though?
been.
That's what I think. That's my mindset. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
who?
do they need to?
Yeah,
do
who to get
they
pinned
need
back?
to do that for Leicester?
But it could have been a thought that Leicester are going to attack us.
I don't think they've done it to get goals. I don't think they've done it so they can get 2 people up front. I think they've done it in, like I'm saying, mirror the formation, pin them back kind of thing. And I just don't understand why they would need to do that.
But Rashford gave, was it a lower?
Hmm?
Is it Fuchs or a lower?
What's that?
He gave him a bad time, man. Christian Fuchs.
Yeah.
Christian Fuchs, that's the
He tried.
one.
Yeah, he tried.
I was DMing him because he follows full time.
Oh, is it?
Obviously, you weren't reading
Yeah,
the
of
DMs.
course,
He was
of
on the
course.
pitch.
Yeah.
But he got done by Mkhitaryan, and I was like, hey, you need to find Mickey. And then Zlatan, do you see when Zlatan like stepped him up in the back? He just went one way and he just.
He's fast, you know. It doesn't make no sense because he shouldn't be fast. He doesn't look like he's
His
fast.
performance levels have dropped. I feel,
he's
even though he
fast.
scored. I think earlier in the season when he was missing them chances,
He was
he still warranted
involved.
starting because he was performing.
Not
I think this side of the year.
Earlier on in the season, there was games when he was not doing fuck all and
I
scoring.
found
Yeah,
differently.
yeah.
I found
I agree with
differently.
that.
I
I
found
agree with that.
differently
I
earlier.
I don't agree with them too.
I remember games when he wasn't doing anything, but he was getting goals.
Fair enough, off the ball and stuff. I'm not saying he weren't doing nothing, but they weren't hitting.
I think
like now
Zlatan
he's more involved.
his performance. I think his performance has been picked up as the season's gone on.
So
It
why?
frustrated me recently, and I think for
What do they
reasons
think?
we've criticised Wayne Rooney, we should be criticising Zlatan
No,
for
shall I tell you why we shouldn't be?
dropping
Shall I
too
tell you
deep.
why we shouldn't be though? Because we criticised Wayne at that time when he was trying to get involved, not doing well, and also not scoring.
But he wasn't doing anything.
So no, you're not doing anything.
You're just getting in the way.
But
Yeah.
Zlatan has
Zlatan does things like he
No, he
creates.
does.
Wait, what? Skribz is getting in the way.
He's just getting, no, Wayne was just getting in the way.
While we're talking about Wayne
He was
Rooney, yeah,
just getting in the
I
way.
did a video
Yeah,
with a Ditya. Go and check that out.
Yeah, it's sick.
Did that documentary thing with the Ditya, so go check that out. But now I think Zlatan dropping deep is frustrating. It's too frustrating for me because I feel like we've got this big man up top.
Okay,
Why are you dropping
yeah,
deep,
yeah,
bro?
yeah.
I think it completely
You know what?
changes the
'Cause he's
whole
a baller.
aspect of
Yeah,
our team.
that's what I'm saying. What I agree with you with is that takes away our attacking threat when it comes to balls coming in the box.
He's
and
a
whatnot.
baller.
But he offers a lot when he comes in deep.
But don't you think? Like I think there's times in a move when it's okay for him to drop deep.
Yeah.
At the start of a move, he
Yeah.
should not be deep.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
because
I think-
you should be the focal point.
Yeah, when we go forward or the move's about 10 passes in and he pulls outside the box, fair enough, you carry on. But I feel like when we haven't got that focal point at the start of a move, we're missing something. And that's probably why he went with Rashford,
Well,
because Zlatan has been dropping really deep.
If Mickey's going to play number 10, then he'll be alright because he's got the legs to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, I
He
don't
can
think
drop
that's
in
got
and
the
swap.
Speaking of the legs, you see that goal that he scored.
It was like the one against Spurs, I thought.
And then
I was thinking the same
it
thing.
was also like the one against his first goal against Zoya, the way he just beat guys. He has tunnel vision.
And he don't
when
look
he starts
fast
running.
either. These men don't look
I feel like
fast.
Why does he not look
What
fast?
they
Oh
say?
yeah, sorry. Man having our own conversation.
20 goals. Amaris said he's got 20 goals. What was that stat you had?
I said he was the oldest player in the Premier League to get 15 goals. 35 years old. Zlatan.
Yeah, first 35-year-old to get 15 Prem
Yeah,
goals.
come on.
Well done, Zlatan.
And there's 10 more in the locker. 10 more.
These lot are saying Kane would be
Say more.
a good opportunity to change him. Kane would be the good replacement.
No, Kane is at Tottenham. Let him stay over at Tottenham. We have Zlatan at the moment. We have 2 young, fresh, really good
Do you like
strikers.
Harry Kane in the team?
I like Harry Kane.
I think Harry Kane's a good striker.
Not whether you like him.
I think he's
I
very-
like him. I'm saying, would you
For
No.
United.
would you want him in United?
No,
Maybe not. I don't think we need him right now.
no, exactly.
I'd
Need.
take
That's what I'm
him.
saying.
Need.
No, I wouldn't take him either. I'm saying if they're going to give him to us for 10 million, then yes, anybody would. But
If
I'm saying
Zlatan was leaving at the
Exactly,
end of the
that's my point.
season, I'd take Harry Kane.
maybe, but Rashford and Martial are in this team.
And they got the legs as well. They're
Exactly. I'm not
what-
really.
what-
Manchester United have at the moment. It's not tiki taka football, but it's actually quick when we start going forward. And that is what I want from us.
Have you seen how arrogant Jose's got about his football? Well, how the way he's talking about next man's football and that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, well, I've expected to do different things here. I think he's using it as a tactic in terms of buying more time and
Yeah,
taking pressure off him. But he keeps talking about, everyone's counter-attacking now and use that all loving it.
And you hear him saying how he says yeah, because this game we are going to try and win because that's the way we play here. We try to win games. Other teams will maybe sit back, and I was like, oh, okay, Jose, you're pre-in the ting now. All right, that's what we do. We
Facts
try
only,
and win
fam. Facts
W's,
only.
3 points every day.
I don't think it can happen, but Squaddy and a few others in here have said, what about Aguero? Because obviously Aguero's been linked away with a move away from...
If there was going to be a
From
coup
Manchester.
d'etat, then the person that it would be about would be Sanchez from Arsenal. It wouldn't. Aguero, nah, mate. You've done. I'm not. He's quality. I rate him. It would be Manchester United should put a cheeky £50 million bid in for Sanchez.
What if that?
If that
I'll
happens,
take
you
any
can't
of them,
see
either of
me.
them,
You listen to
Aguero's
me.
better, you know.
No. Aguero is better than Sanchez. Aguero's better than Sanchez. I think personally, as centre forward, as a striker on form, Aguero's the best in the world. That's my opinion. Yeah, but I'm saying if there was going to be a coup right now, Manchester United to go for Alexis Sanchez.
You know why I say no?
Oh my days.
You know why I say no?
I know why you're going to say.
I
I know
know.
why you're going to say no because it's going to put certain people out of position.
Anthony Martial.
Yeah, Martial.
Aye.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm scared about Griezmann as well.
They would never
Griezmann's
let
great. I am excited about Griezmann's sign for.
Because we're gonna get him.
But do we need him? He's not. Some people seem to think he's this guy that's going to replace Zlatan.
No, he's not.
He's not that guy.
He's not even-
If he goes up top, he
No.
needs to be a false nine.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
he's
We're
a
not
striker,
never going to
yeah.
play a
He's not that
false
centre.
nine.
Yeah, he's not that guy.
So he's replacing Matter in the team basically. What Griezmann's doing.
But Adam,
And
do you know what it
Rooney.
is? You see Manchester.
Or on the left.
But you see Manchester.
He'd
United.
improve the team vastly. I
It
reckon.
would.
Yeah.
But you know what it is?
I'd love to have him.
But you know what it is
I
more
would
than
not.
anything, and
I
more than
just hope
worrying
it's
about him taking over other people's position. You know, like big men, like bad boys, do real bad boy stuff. Like Manchester United are bosses, you know. So going to buy a bad boy boss player from another league and putting them in our team because we can is what we will do. Just the same way we did it with Pogba.
It's like Real
Man can
Madrid used
talk
to
all
do
day.
it.
Yeah, we're basically not the English Real Madrid. We're Manchester United. We're big bosses. So we buy big boss footballers to play for our big.
Yo,
boss.
we got almost
Come on.
250 in
Come on.
here.
Hey,
Hey, I think
come
that's
on.
a high.
Come on, keep it going, lads. Come on, let's get 300. Make us the Spartans. Oh no, that was weak. That was a
No,
very.
you should
that
have
was
given us a
little-
couple seconds.
There's a little pitch.
Should've given us a couple
The
seconds
pitch
to
went
prepare.
very.
Scribs. I think Scribs is out of energy now. for that rank
Bro,
earlier.
man, my
Oh,
throat's all
please go
torn up.
listen to the pod when we put it up and
My
take it
throat
out
is
crazy.
torn
as
up.
hell, baby.
My throat is torn up.
We're going to go on to that top four debate in a hot second, but let's hit some of the comments. Willian can help us string attacks. He's never leaving Chelsea. Willian's at Chelsea.
Yes.
I get mixed up with. It sounds very racist, but I get mixed up with him and Quadrado.
Oh, because he's black, yeah. Okay.
Very racist.
William's good. They would never.
Alex says he thinks Griezmann's replacing Rooney. I think he is replacing Rooney, but what you got to say is, if we bring in a number 10 who's as young as Griezmann and who's expected to start every game, then Matter's going to start less games, is what I'm saying. So I'm not saying Griezmann's not better than Matter, but I'm just saying,
Because
like,
he is. I would've-
you know what, he's not. We need probably a replacement for Carrick more than we need a Griezmann right
Okay.
now.
Yes.
That's true.
We could probably wait an extra year. Yeah, Timmy Fosu-Mensah needs to start playing games before he leaves, you know.
He's not going
There you
anywhere.
go.
Nah,
He's not going
This
anywhere.
guy's in
Adam.
danger, bro.
He's not going
Why are
anywhere.
you not
Adam.
so confident about this?
Because he's
I saw him filming Lingard and Pogba dancing around the change rooms. He's happy, bro. He's
everyone's
cool,
gonna
bro.
leave.
He's not going nowhere. He's not going
This is what I
nowhere.
see here,
Adam,
bro.
Adam,
Pogba
don't
tagged
be real.
him.
Nah, I don't think
Pogba
everyone's
tagged
gonna
him
leave.
in
You
the
know what?
video.
You know why I'm scared?
Pogba tagged him in the video. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't leaving.
Wait, listen to what I'm saying.
I reckon he's gonna go on loan and never be seen again.
I
That's
know.
what I think.
This
about.
is what's gonna
That's
happen.
not true.
This is
He's
what's gonna
good.
happen.
Like
Obviously,
Andreas Pereira.
all of this is opinion, yeah. All of everybody's opinions, right? Fosu Mensah is actually, first of all, he's a Manchester United fan.
Fucking baller.
I hope people know that he's actually a supporter of Manchester United, yeah. Secondly, he's a young boy. He is actually, you know, when there's a kid in the candy store and they're just happy to be there, even if their mum's not buying them sweets. That is Timothy right now. He is gassed to
I
be
agree.
around world-class ballers.
And he's
in
learning.
the man, and he is happy playing under Jose Mourinho. That guy has pull. Jose Mourinho he's got that, and I say Fergie effect. Nobody's going to be ceramics. But I can see when he sits down with those ballers, he says something to them that they believe in. It's not like he's coming into an institute that is going to grow him, bro. He's so happy at Manchester United right now. I don't think there's not, when you say stuff like that, that's why
I just get scared, bro. I'll be honest with you.
I don't think he's got his
It's
squad.
not-
He got the squad together properly yet, though, has he?
It's
It's like with
I feel
Pogba,
like-
like, you know, when we had Pogba in 2011-12, I was so convinced he was going to be a baller, and then Fergie wasn't playing him. But in the back of my head, I used to think, Fergie ain't letting him go. Fergie knows he's a baller. Fergie's going to play him. It's going to happen. And then he left, and I was like,
There were a few men.
Raw, he's
that
left.
were supposed to be.
and I keep, like, I don't know if that may have just scarred me, but Tim Fosu-Mensah is that guy, I feel. He needs to play. And he's a proper Jose guy as well, which kind of convinces me he'll get an
He's
opportunity.
big, black, and
once Carrick goes,
He's big, black, and African. Jose likes those guys.
and he's schooled in a Dutch,
There you
like,
go.
culture
Cultural
style, so
football.
he knows how to play ball. Anyway, let's move on now.
Top four battle.
Top four battle. By the end of this little discussion, we're gonna basically give our top four predictions from 1, 2, 3 to 4. Or what we could do is, should we go from 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we'd all probably agree Chelsea going to win the league, right?
Yeah. I think everyone's going to say that.
Everyone, get your comments in as well.
Yeah, who's
Top
gonna be
1,
number one?
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Chelsea.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we're all safe to say Chelsea are
I
going
don't
to win
know.
the league.
I do. I think Chelsea just looked.
Who's going to win it if they don't? up until a point about a month ago, I thought if Chelsea don't win it, we will. But after that draw and that against Hull, it's not happening
I'm
anymore.
gonna say Arsenal.
No.
Arsenal ain't winning. Arsenal, I think, more is likely to finish out of the top 4 than win the league.
I agree.
I don't.
I do.
They're never gonna win the league, but they're always.
I
gonna
think
finish
no.
top
See, that's what I think where you're going wrong. Like, don't. It's not that anymore. It's not where it's 3 or 4 teams battling. It's 16
four.
now.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay, so first Chelsea. Everyone, I think everyone's saying Chelsea. Mr. Weezer says Chelsea top, United second, Tottenham third, City fourth, Liverpool and Arsenal to finish outside the top 4, says Neil. Chelsea, Arsenal, City, United, says Cam. On to second place. Who do you think is going to finish second?
Manchester United.
United.
Say it with your chest, man.
I did.
Oh.
So I smiled afterwards.
Spurs or City?
No, man.
You have to give one.
Exactly.
Spurs. City.
I think City.
I think City.
I think Gabriel Jesus is signing. I know they never signed him in January. He came in January. I think that little bit of freshness lifted the whole place. I think that will help them push on now and finish
Until they
second.
get knocked out of the Champions League and then capitulate like Arsenal. But yeah,
If they get knocked out of the Champions League, they'll have less games.
Why are you so confident we'll finish that high?
I just like everybody. It's almost as if they're inviting us to finish
Yeah,
second.
and I feel like we're just getting.
And all United are doing, for a couple of times now, we haven't taken that opportunity. But just give Man United a run of 3-4 games playing good football. Now, at this point in the season,
I just see us getting better.
I generally think Manchester United are going to finish second. Not like in the title race, in the title run and chasing Chelsea, no, but finish second.
Like the same way Arsenal finished second last year.
Yes, exactly like that. Yeah.
I think we'll go third.
So who's your second, Adam?
My second is City.
Yeah.
I think that if Jesus hadn't, like, the reaction that I've seen of him and the way he's lifted the whole place, I think he'll just give them that little bit of push that they need. And also, with us dropping them points recently, those 3 draws, because I kind of banked on at least 2 of them being wins. You know, Hull at home should have been 3 points. So you look at those games, and I think with City, we got City away, Spurs away, Arsenal away, still to come. Spurs and Arsenal in the last month. I think that could just probably force us a little bit lower, like if we draw those games or something. So, yeah, I don't think we'll finish.
So you'll say Chelsea, City.
So far, yeah.
Chelsea, Tottenham, Marks, and you say
No, I'll
Chelsea.
say Chelsea City.
Sorry, you said Chelsea, City. You said
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
Both
United.
of
Both
United.
of us. Yeah.
So we're kind of mirroring each other
Yeah,
so far.
yeah.
Me and Mark's the same.
Mm.
You two the same. Third,
United.
we got 300 watching.
So you think?
Did you spot anything?
Oh!
You see, that's how you need.
Yeah, I was
to
late
wait
to
till we
that.
got back
Back
in
in
it. But listen, so if you think that we're gonna draw against Tottenham and Arsenal,
No, just saying if we drew them, he said. Not
No, I think because we've got those games
Yeah.
now,
yeah.
I
But
think we will drop points
but-
probably in
but
one
what I
or
was
two
gonna
of
say
those
is
games.
that they're gonna drop points as well in playing us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make
Oh, you
sense?
mean
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah.
There's a lot of games.
Yeah.
I think like every week.
And even when
apart
we're
from
playing
a-
them, if we drop points and we get 1 point, they're gonna get 1 point as well.
Yeah,
It sounds stupid.
Yeah,
but-
no, but it's the truth.
So it's either one of them's gonna drop, like
Elsewhere.
I don't see us losing both of them.
Mm.
I feel like we might win one and draw one. But I feel like I don't think those 2 games are gonna be as detrimental as we think they are.
Biggest game is City away.
Yeah, I think third, United.
So third United. Who do you think third?
City.
Skribz? City.
Mm.
It's crazy. That's exactly what I was going to go for.
So
City.
we've both,
We've literally mirrored each other.
but just flipped it around
Yeah.
a little bit.
And then
I think United will get top 4.
I know for a fact fourth's going to be different between
Spurs.
all of us. Do you think so? Okay, so what are we going on to fourth?
Yeah.
Are we moving straight on to fourth?
Let me help some comments before we go
And
to
let's
fourth.
hear what they're saying. Who do you guys think is going to finish third in the Premier League this season? I say. Who did I say?
RH
City,
says
Manchester
Margs
City.
is the coldest in the scene.
Who? You said that?
That's
RH.
still-
Amy says, what do you think about the Marshall tweet? We're all loving the Marshall tweet. We spoke about it more in the podcast, so go and check that out. It will be up later on tonight. At the moment, we're talking about top 4. Monty Jr. says Chelsea, Spurs, United, City. So far, me and Margs have said Chelsea, City, United. Skribz and Bolt have said Chelsea, United, and City. Now we're on to our fourth. Caleb says 1 Chelsea, 2 Tottenham, 3 United, 4 City. Chucky says, he's on your podcast, isn't it?
Who's that?
Chucky.
Which one?
Chucky on your podcast?
No,
Chucky
no,
love you.
Chucky online.
What Chucky?
Chucky online, he's on your podcast. He's on some
never.
podcast.
Oh, what is he on the
Just
Oh, he's in the
Chucky.
comments anyway.
Well, you said Chucks.
United's finished third. Leicester to JJ's hit that pipe today, or he thinks it was
Who- what did he say?
2015. He said Leicester to win.
To win
He's
what?
trolling.
Is it even mathematically
He's not a
possible?
United fan.
No,
He's just trolling.
I mean, you should have done
Alex-
that.
Alex
Do you know what he did?
Rinkan.
Do you know what he did? What's his name? Tell me his name.
JJ.
JJ, you won because you got him to read out the comment that you knew didn't make any sense and he didn't mean that. So well done.
He's probably laughing
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
not right now. He's
Alex
not-
says
yeah,
Chelsea,
yeah, yeah. That
United,
had to be
Spurs,
good.
City. So boom, now we're on to 4th place.
Done.
I sound like Bolt at the beginning of the podcast.
Let me say mine first. I think it's going to be Arsenal.
Nah.
See, I'm saying I know no one's going to agree with me, but they are professionals at this top 4 stuff. That is their job.
Tottenham.
But okay, wait, hold on. Did you say that with your chest, or is that just half-heartedly
You
what
see
you
how
want?
high my head was when I said
You
it?
said it, so you're ready.
Yeah. Even the
Don't
little
put the
beard
ball
is
in
up
the
as well. You get me? So it's consistent.
I think Spurs are going to get it.
Why you drop your head after that?
Because Arsenal always finish top 4,
Yeah, I know,
man.
and
They
you don't
piss
want
me
it.
off, man.
I want Spurs to finish in the top 4 over Arsenal. Everyone knows this. That will listen. There's nothing that will hurt Arsenal more than Spurs finishing above them and then taking their space in top 4. Oh my word, that would be catastrophic for them.
I know, I love that.
So I would love it, but I just
Will that force Wenger out, you think? If
Yes.
they finish outside?
Yes.
So then it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
kind of
100%.
Yeah, I need Wenger to stay.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh.
When Wenger
Goose
goes,
is
they're not
cooked.
fucked, you know.
He said his goose is cooked.
Listen, if they don't get top 4, his
Yeah.
goose is cooked.
He said-
Stick a fork in him, he's done.
He's done, yeah. That's what I think as well.
Is he going to get top 4?
No.
No, he said Spurs.
Spurs, so you said Arsenal.
I said
you
Arsenal.
Spurs.
He said Spurs. He's
I
gonna
said
say.
Spurs.
He said Spurs as well.
I think Arsenal, I don't think Liverpool are a top 4 team. I don't think they're even top 4 quality.
No, forget Liverpool. We
I
didn't
don't
even
think they
bring
should
them
be
into this.
expected to finish in
Yeah.
the
If
top
Liverpool
4.
finish above us, oh, God.
Arsenal will not finish in the top 4. This is the year they do not finish
That's
in the top
Adam. Did you say that last year? Be honest.
4. I don't know.
You did.
No one asked about me. Why you putting me in
And you said it the year before.
I didn't say that. Do you know it? Whatever, man.
No, but you know with Arsenal, yeah.
That's what
It's because Tottenham. There's always that point where Tottenham can do it.
Yeah,
of
it's me,
course.
folks.
But
Big
they
on the
spotted
Chuckster.
it.
Tweets.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
Tottenham.
check.
Tottenham have always got not always, but for recently they've had it in their hands.
Yeah.
Especially last season.
Yeah, and they just fucked it up.
Bottled it.
Capitulated.
Adam thinks
And
that
that's
Arsenal are not going to finish in the top 4. I'm the only one here that believes Arsenal will finish in the top 4 because they're pros at it. What do you guys think? Who's
I
gonna get
arrived
that
here
4th
today
place?
when I was driving down. I was thinking, what are my predictions for the top 4? And I thought I'll say United 4th because I'll hide my confidence in that, and say we'll just scrape it. You know, one of them ones. But I'm so confident we'll finish in the top 4. That whole defeat,
See, it feels like a defeat.
it
Yeah.
feels like a defeat. That whole draw hit me in the feels like hard,
Yeah, proper.
and it's made me doubt it a little bit. But we're gonna do it.
I feel like the Leicester game put me back on track.
Some man have called us deluded here, by the way, today.
That's all right.
Mohamed Musa, why do you look so upset, bro?
Why ask him why we're deluded.
Liverpool have no business being in the top 4. Their squad is awful, says Alex. Yep. Relax game by game. Got Spurs away, Arsenal and City, says Super Killer Base. Ain't that a fucking Nicki Minaj tune or something like that? 1 hour plus podcast, please. We're going to do a special podcast at the League Cup final on the 28th. So we're all going to meet up after the game. We'll go for some food or something and do a nice little podcast, celebrate the League Cup final victory, which I'm sure is just a taster for the rest of the success.
If you want, we can go live at dinner. You can watch me eat my ribs or something.
You say you're going to finish your dinner, yeah? You're going to finish your dinner on that day as well. All right, good.
Right then, on that note, guys, make sure you go and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Search it. If you search United Road Podcast, you'll find it. Subscribe on SoundCloud. Subscribe to Filthy Fellas on YouTube. You like recorded one of those today, innit?
Yes, we did. We just wrapped up a Filthy Fellas episode. So Filthy Fellas on YouTube, on Twitter, Filthy_Fellas, and you shall find us.
At United Road Pod, at Boy of All Talents, at Official Skribz with a Z, at Margs MT, at Adam McKola, and subscribe to everything. Right now, though, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for joining us. When's the next pod next week?
Man,
Don't tell them when it is. Let's just give it to them.
We're just going to give it
Man
to
just
you.
wasted my ending. You know the one, man.